Would they reject things that they previously believed because it's inconvenient for Hillary Clinton? They're already doing that.
Hmm.
And what I'll say is look at the healthcare debate. I have been arguing up and down that the Democratic Party, on the whole, is not for universal health care. If they
Hmm.
were, they would actually be moving towards that, but they haven't. They've been making arguments like you can't do it, it's not practical, you know, it's expensive. Like they started using Republican talking points
Yep.
to defeat single payer healthcare when before they were supposedly in favor of it. So we already see them moving to the right and showing their colors on this issue. But for some reason, if they have it on their website, which is propaganda, you can't learn much about a candidate from the
From their
candidate's
website.
website. It's their
Right.
propaganda, right? If they have it on their website, all of a sudden that means that they're for it. I mean, you can go to the Fight for 15. Now she supposedly supports the Fight for 15, but
Right.
if you listen to what she said, I support it if you go beyond the limit. But what I support really is a limit of $12. And if people go beyond that, I support that. But I don't want that to be a part of policy. So
Right.
what you're saying is you don't support it policy wise, you support the idea of it. But policy wise, you support $12 an hour. But somehow that means you support $15. It's like, well, how did you square that circle?
That, and that's the amazing thing, man. The amazing thing is that we are living, and I want to address this to Bernie Sanders supporters as well, because the most important thing to me is that we not fall prey or fall victim to the same type of behavior. And I don't think, I think the first step to falling victim to the same type of behavior is when you think that you're not capable of falling victim to this type of behavior. When you look at your opponent, your political opponent, and think that they are incompetent and that they are barbaric or they are inept, and you think the worst of them, and you lay everything at their feet without ever taking a moment to realize that you are human just like they are, and you can make some of the same mistakes. So just bringing it full circle, I really want to point this out to Bernie Sanders supporters, that likewise we cannot ignore the polling, right? We cannot ignore the fact that African Americans have overwhelmingly rejected Bernie Sanders, with the exception of the millennial age group. So we can't ignore data because it doesn't fit our narrative, because then we become just like everyone we're pointing out. And I think the saddest part of this is that we're at the point where Democrats have now, particularly Hillary Clinton supporters, have now become are exhibited the same exact behaviors that they've been crying about from Republicans for a very, very long time. Nick, I'm looking at my train schedule here, and I realize I'm playing around. I might be missing my last train out of the city. So, Nick, go ahead and give everybody where they can find you, and give them those dates again for your interviews with the two authors that you have coming on, and then we're gonna get out of here.
All right. Meet up with me at Slick Nick X, and the interview first with John Perkins. That'll be on the 16th, and then I believe Thomas Frank has signed up for May 23rd. I want to make one quick comment before we cut it off,
Hmm.
and that is we have to start battling for ideas that actually don't. I mean, we have to start battling for the minds of people so we can kind of uproot these ideas. The idea that freedom is merely you being able to do whatever you want, it's not really, that's not what freedom is. I heard someone say this, but freedom is the ability to participate in control of your daily life.
Mm,
Like a slave was free to just go off and run off the he can do whatever he wants, but there's consequences.
right.
You're free to quit your job, but there's consequences.
Yeah.
Are you really free?
No.
But like you said, you're late, so let's
Yeah.
go ahead.
Now
Catch me
you
at
just,
Slick Nick
yeah, you
X. I'll
would
debate that with anybody.
you would start a great conversation right as I have to get ready to sign off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, thanks so much. Tomorrow night I'll be joined by Alex Law, candidate for Congress in New Jersey. I don't know if you guys seen his now this video, but it's a viral video talking about his campaign. He'll be joining me tomorrow night, so we want you to be here at the same time. Nick, thanks so much, man. We're looking forward to all of your interviews. I did not take a pause to give a station identification, so we want you to support the Benjamin Dixon Show. Go to patreon.com/the BPD Show and become a patron. Buy me a coffee once a month. Just buy me a $5 coffee once a month to help us really build this out, man. We're trying to grow something here. We're trying to bring you the best that we have, and the more you support us, the more that we can do. And I will let my announcer tell you more. You guys have a great night.
The Benjamin Dixon Dixon Show is only possible with listener support. Go to www.thebenjamindixonshow.com to register for our blog, join the Progressive Army, and support The Benjamin Dixon Show.
It's Ben Dixon!
If you like this episode, be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Consider becoming a Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/The BPD Show and support The Benjamin Dixon Show.